Greetings, friends, from my favorite city in the whole wide world. Yes, I said it, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so the reason why I love this city so much is because there's so many people that are trying to make it here. I think this is the hustler's capital. Yeah, this is hustler's capital for sure. Like, people here apply so much pressure. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. In fact, I lived here for like 8 years. I'm telling you, like, it changed me. Like, I lived in New York for 10 years. Then I lived here for 8. And I'm telling you right now, this city will change you even more than New York, I think. I'm not trying to start any beef here, but you know, you get my drift. So in this video, I want to focus on a good idea that I think you guys should adopt. I'm not taking credit for this idea. One of my subscribers actually gave me this idea. And if you are watching this video, thank you so much. Shout out to you. And I'm giving you all the credit for this idea. Well, she scheduled time with me. She proceeded to tell me her background and the fact that she does travel. She's a travel nurse. So she was giving me some serious game. And I love people that watch this channel because I can tell the people that watch this channel, they're not average. You are not average. You are definitely above average. I'll tell you why. Because the stuff that I talk about right now is very boring to people who with low IQ. It's very boring. Nobody wants to hear this. But this is stuff that will change your life. So she gave me some serious game that really like made me pay attention to the bigger picture. Because a lot of people, what they do, right? They don't pay attention to the bigger picture of what's really happening. They just know something is happening, but they don't ask the critical questions, you see? They don't ask the critical questions to say, why is my rent too damn high? Why are my groceries double the price from 3 years ago? They don't ask those critical questions. If you ask those critical questions, I promise you'll find the answers you're looking for. I promise, you're gonna find the answer. Because the answers are right there, right in front of you. But you're not asking the right questions. That's where the problem is. In you asking the right questions, what your brain is gonna start to do, right? It's gonna start to like get into action. It's gonna get excited because your brain is designed to solve problems and look at challenges and overcome those challenges. Once you find those answers, what you need to start doing now, you need to go all in. When the economy is struggling, what people tend to do is they tend to contract. People get scared because a lot of people right now, they are over leveraged, okay? What I mean by that is they have too many liabilities. They've taken on so much debt, from credit card debt to car notes to mortgages, second mortgages, student loans, like you name it. Like, people are struggling out here. You hear me? People are struggling. You might find like somebody who's like a doctor, for example, maybe they're making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year. They're in debt, they're in more debt than you, but they're making like 5 times the amount of money that you're making. Why is that? Most doctors have so much student loan debt that by the time they start like seeing the fruits of their labor, it'll be at least 10 years, at least 10, 15 years in. It's crazy. I know it's crazy. And some of the cool ideas that this lady who called me shared with me was that she started to look for ways to stretch her earnings, her buying power. If you're just working a regular 9-to-5 job, and it means majority of the time you're not a contract worker, you're not a 1099. So you're on a W-2, which means right off the bat, like 45 to 50% of your earnings are already taken by Uncle Sam in taxes. When you do travel nursing, you can get things like a stipend. The way she explained it to me, because I've never done something like that before, because obviously that's not my background. What she explained to me was that a lot of these places that hire travel nurses, they'll ask you how much you want to get paid. Then you give them your rate that you want to get paid. In addition to that, they'll also give you a stipend for, I think, room and board and food and stuff like that. She started to negotiate a bigger stipend and a lower salary. You say, why? That's crazy. Why would you ask that? Well, I'll tell you why she did that. This lady's high IQ, I can tell. Shout out to you again. So what she said is that you can ask for a bigger stipend and a lower hourly rate because a stipend is tax deductible. It's not taxed. So for example, if your stipend is $2,500 and your hourly rate is, let's say, $60 an hour, you could ask for $40 an hour, $50 an hour, and then a stipend of like $3,000, $4,000, or almost double, right? Which means that over here, where you're being paid hourly, you're getting taxed at a lower hourly rate, but you're making up for that loss on your stipend. But you got to be able to do that math. Oh, it's brilliant. It's genius. This is actually what a lot of people who are ultra wealthy, the really rich people, that's what they do anyway. They study the tax code and they just exploit it. The tax code is in place for a reason, so use it. Understand what your tax liabilities are for your state and find ways to save money that way without necessarily asking for more money in salary. You get what I'm saying? With this second idea, in order for you to execute this idea, right, you need to know that you're the best of the best. I'm not talking about like you're delusional, because there are people who think they're good, and you've seen them you've come across, you worked with a lot of people that claim that they're good, but they're trash. They're not nowhere near as good as you, okay, at your job. In fact, once you leave, the whole thing crumbles. The whole agency collapses, or the whole team collapses because you've left. Now, if you're the type of person that know this, and you're a top performer, how you know you're a top performer? Usually, most top performers are overlooked, they're overworked, underpaid, and they're hated on the most. Those are the ingredients, because that used to happen to me. Those are the perfect ingredients to know if you're a top performer or not. Because sometimes what happens is when you're in your grind, when you're just like, trying to get ahead, you're trying to do your best, you don't get time to get your head above the water and look around to see and compare yourself, because you're so focused, you're in the lane. That's what top performers do. They're so hyper focused, they don't take time to look up and compare where they are compared to everybody else. So if you're that type of person, what you need to do, you need to have leverage. Most employers are looking to cut costs, whether it's laying off people, cutting salaries, not giving bonuses, all that good stuff. In a lot of industries, not just in the healthcare field. They're looking to cut corners by any means necessary. Yes, I know it's not fair, but it's a very short-term, mindset. And a lot of these agencies that are doing that are disrespecting their top performers, not doing right by their people, they're going to lose out in the long term. Life is long. This is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So this is a massive opportunity for you as you're trying to transition out of this 9-to-5 into starting your own home care agency, home care business. This is the perfect opportunity right now to go renegotiate your salary with your employer. In you renegotiating your salary with your employer, you're not asking for more money. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Hear me out. You're going to ask for less money, but you're going to ask to get paid through your LLC. Now, you can only do this if let's say you've built a good reputation, you're at least 2 or 3 years into your job at the same place, so it makes it easy for you to renegotiate your salary. Of course, like if you are working in a big hospital as an RN, it's going to be quite a challenge to renegotiate with this big hospital, because you're just a cog in the machine. They don't really care about you. I am talking about those caregivers, nurses, home health aides, CNAs that are working for smaller sort of healthcare facilities, group homes, you name it. You can go back to your employer and renegotiate, because they're looking for ways to cut costs. And getting paid through your LLC, it means that you're going to save a ton of money on your taxes, because your money is going to go to your LLC, and then you only pay your taxes at the end of the year. So you're like a contract worker. Switching your full-time role into a contractor is the way to go right now. You're going to reduce your tax liability down from like 45% all the way down to 20%. And your employer's happy because they're paying you less money, but you're making back that loss in the money you're going to save on your taxes through your LLC. You need to know how to do that the right way to make sure that, again, you're able to negotiate the right way. You have leverage, because without leverage, you can't negotiate anything. If you need help, on how to do that, how to renegotiate with their employer, how to even launch your business, how to market, how to get clients. Let's talk. Schedule time. Link in the description of this video. I'll talk to you soon.